welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be taking an in-depth look at Gala Games as a company, the Gala token, and why I truly believe that Gala Games might be a top 5 crypto investment at this moment when looking at a long-term timescale. I don't know what's going to happen in the short term, but in the long term, I know one thing. Blockchain gaming is going to change the world. And since I thoroughly believe that, I am looking for who is going to be the leader in that blockchain gaming space. And right now, I'm analyzing the field, and I believe that Gala Games is out in front. Of course, I'm just a cryptocurrency enthusiast, not a professional financial advisor. This is a very risky industry. Do your own research and consult a professional before major decisions. That being said, I'm ready to get into Gala Games and explain to you guys why I think that this is a top 5 play in all of cryptocurrency. But real quick for the newcomers, this is AI on Crypto. Here we talk about cryptocurrency prices and trends, the altcoin gems, and all things on the blockchain that are going to fill your bags to the max, and we keep you far, far away from Wreck City. If you get something from the content, all I ask is you tap that like button because it really helps the channel grow. Also, we are getting closer to the end of April. We are going to have that NFT giveaway, giving away a Guardian NFT from the Conflux Network. This thing's valued currently at about $600 USD. Was up about $800, but we had that recent correction in the market. I expect it to be worth more as the Moon token goes up in the future. All you have to do to make sure you're entered for a chance to win this NFT is subscribe to the channel and tap I subscribe in the comment section. So why do I think it's a top 5 investment when looking at all of the various cryptocurrencies out there? What makes up the cryptocurrency industry? You have DeFi protocols, you have large-scale blockchains like Cardano and Ethereum with smart contracts that allow for various other protocols to run. So just kind of looking at the landscape there, you've got your large projects that are incredibly complex and scalable smart contract protocols like, let's say, Ethereum, Polkadot, Cardano, and others in that vein. Then you have protocols that are more strictly DeFi. Let's think Uniswap, which is a decentralized exchange. Let's think Synthetics, which creates synthetic assets for derivative activity. Another major sector would, of course, be enterprise services. This is blockchain protocols integrating with companies, helping them with their supply chain, logistics, data. There's a number of ways that blockchain protocols can integrate with and innovate and assist companies in scaling out towards the future. So you got your enterprise services as well. And then the other sector I would say is the NFT collectible gaming sector, right? So you have your stores of value like Bitcoin, you have your smart contract protocols like Ethereum, Polkadot, Cardano, you've got DeFi protocols like Synthetics, you've got enterprise services, and then you've got blockchain, NFTs, and gaming. All right, so that's 5 sectors. Okay, and I'm going to make a case that Gala Games is at the head of the pack in one of those 5 sectors. It's going to be another video as to which of those 5 sectors will ultimately be the biggest, but I can tell you right now that the gaming industry as a whole is growing at a massive clip. Here you can see the global market cap for the video game markets from 2012 to 2021. And in 9 years, the space has tripled, going from 52 billion in 2012 up to 138 billion present day. And this is not slowing down. The gaming industry as a whole should reach $1 trillion in market cap within the next 5 years. And right now, blockchain technology, NFTs, are going to change the gaming industry by giving people monetary value for the time they spend in the games. That brings us back to Gala Games. It is their mission to allow people to earn an average income through their gameplay. And that is so revolutionary when you think about it. But let's take a look at our economy right now. Let's take a look at our society. What direction are we going? Automation is coming to the world. Automation is coming to plants and refineries and making it redundant to have more and more people there. Also, they're cracking down on traditional jobs like coal mining, lumber industry. You name it, there seems to be getting less and less labor jobs for human beings on this planet. So how are we as people going to find ways to earn value in the modern economy? And you might not be having this on your radar, but it could be through immersive blockchain gaming. How could this be? Well, think of a blockchain game like the upcoming title by Gala Games called Mirandas, okay? Mirandas is going to be an all-encompassing online MMO game where people are going to have villages and towns. There's going to be adventures for the characters to go on. And in these towns, there's going to be ecosystems. There's going to be taverns, weapon shops, potion shops, armor shops, and more. In each and every one of those shops is an ownable NFT that will be owned and operated by players of the game. These shop owners are going to charge money for the items that they offer to the game players of Mirandas. And these will be bought with the native token because Gala Games is going to make a blockchain currency specifically for Mirandas. And these shops are not going to automatically have goods to sell the gamers. Behind the scenes, behind the shops, there's got to be farmers, bakers, distilleries, and many other verticals to get realistic goods up the supply chains into these shops. And by doing this, Mirandas becomes a bit of a parallel society to the one we live in the physical world, and then value gets created through the desire for the items in this ecosystem. And I am going to bring to your attention an example that I always bring, and that would be like a Gucci handbag or some type of designer apparel. So you have sunglasses that are worth $1,000. You have handbags, purses that are worth $10,000. Why could that be? A human being doesn't need either of those items to actually survive on this planet. Pure and simple, they are status symbols. People are paying because when they are out and about in the physical world, having those items on their person says something about who they are and gets them the type of attention they are looking for, okay? So there is value in desirability. And when you have a parallel society in a video game simulation like Mirandas, where there's adventure happening, where there's commerce happening, and people are going there for leisure, but also for productivity, you have within that ecosystem, you start having desirability. It becomes desirable to own those shops. And by the way, those shops have to find a plot of land and they have to get with the landowner. So you have the landowner who owns the land NFTs, and then he has plots for the shops, and those shop owners literally pay him rent. So that is how detailed this ecosystem is going to get. But it becomes desirable to not only own these lands and shops, but there's going to be customizable NFTs to go on the actual avatars of the game players. Of course, the avatar is the character that the gamer plays with in the game. These avatars will begin to take on unique characteristics as they begin customized by their owners. That means armor, that means weapons, that means fashion items, and all of these will have various values within the game of Mirandas. You can already go and buy and sell items from this game even though it isn't even out yet on the NFT marketplace OpenSea. So I say all of this to illustrate one point. The gaming industry, in my opinion, is about to not only double, triple, the gaming industry is about to go higher than anyone could ever believe. And the reason is it's about to be able to offer their players something it has never been able to offer them in the past. If you're not a gamer, you might think I'm crazy, but if you're a gamer, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm going to let you guys know that I'm a gamer. But I'm also a businessman. I'm also a parent. And I don't have the time to truly spend in these games. Why don't I? Because I have to spend my time on other revenue generating activities to support me and to support my family. But in the future, I think that more and more people are going to be self-monetized. And I'm actually going through a personal journey of self-monetization, and it's not the journey that I thought it would be. A lot of people think, oh, if I wanted to be self-monetized, I have to have a YouTube channel where I get $100,000 a year from the YouTube channel. Well, that's very hard to do and kind of impractical, especially considering how long it takes to build a YouTube channel from 0 subscribers to something that could ever pay anything close to that. So what self-monetization might look like is you might have that YouTube channel that makes you $10,000 a year. You might post them on blockchain social media sites, and through your activity and through your posting and engagement on those sites, you might earn another $10,000 a year. Then you might play full-time in a game like Mirandas and earn $40,000 a year. And at the end of the year, you have somewhere around $60,000 or more, depending upon how many honeypots you have around collecting you multiple streams of revenue. And as the blockchain continues to develop, I see more and more passive income opportunities. One of which happens to be owning a Gala node, which I'm not talking about today, but you might want to look into what owning a Gala node means in terms of passive income. Check out my other videos. I've got lots of videos about it. In fact, if you guys want to explore and find out about Gala Games, look into what it means to be a node owner, please use the link in my description. It gives me a referral bonus for any activity that you might do on the platform. So on the Gala Games site, when you go to the Games tab, you can see that there's 3 titles on the screen. Town Star on the top left, which is playable right now. Right below that, there's a tower defense strategy game that is getting closer and closer to launch. This will launch before Mirandas. Then sometime at the end of the year, hopefully we have Mirandas launching, and they're actually about to put a 4th title up here. The title has not yet been released, but we know it is an NFT-based space exploration game. I've seen some pictures of it in their Discord channel, which you should definitely join to stay updated on this project. And this space game looks incredible. So guys, they have 1 playable game in Townstar right now. They've got 7 total in development. They're already starting an annual event called GalaCon that happens once a year. This GalaCon, I think, is going to get very, very big. I actually foresee the next GalaCon being huge. This community is growing by leaps and bounds. They're blockchain agnostic. They're gonna wind up being compatible with Ethereum. They got partnerships with the Flare network, which I think is absolutely going to be huge. And they're doing this because they don't know which blockchain in the future is going to be able to offer them the best capabilities for their gamers. And if you think I'm off base with how big blockchain is going to be, let me read you a quick excerpt from an article on the NASDAQ, link in the description, about the implications of DeFi and blockchain gaming. Well, it's here, and the implications venture far beyond higher prices for DeFi-based tokens. One of the biggest benefactors of this development will surely be blockchain gaming, a sector with great potential to introduce new forms of value for an unfamiliar but curious gaming sector. With more than 2 billion gamers worldwide, gaming remains one of the most immersive industries today. Despite the pandemic's crippling effects on our economy, millions of people being confined to their homes has propelled the gaming industry. Microsoft's latest earnings call reported that it earned $5 billion in Q4 from its Xbox business for the first time ever, experiencing 51% growth year on year. Gaming itself is an immersive distraction, and for gamers, the more addictive a traditional game is, the more time and money the gamer invests into it. DeFi offers gamers a novel method of compensation through blockchain-based tokens and other rewards powered by an impressive armory of decentralized mechanics. As a budding industry, blockchain gaming is still finding its feet. Yet, its increasing adoption of DeFi mechanisms, sure to be propelled even further by the current success of the broader DeFi industry, gives it a unique upper hand in appealing to gamers. The line between assets purely used in games and financial assets are blurring, opening the door to a new type of asset class. Where once people saw in-game assets as digital coins with no real value, now they are becoming real financial assets. This new, scarce, in-game assets will also be used as financial instruments by both gamers themselves and outside investors. The mechanisms of DeFi enable blockchain games to provide players with different ways to make it worth their while and earn rewards. This growing proliferation of monetary benefits is a point of growing interest. Collectible and trading games are some of the most popular genres on blockchain, in part because they allow players to buy, sell, and trade unique tokens and assets. And with games increasingly creating and issuing their own native tokens, developers are essentially able to construct their own economies and ecosystems and connect with each other through them, in many cases, even across platforms. I'm going to skip down and just read this part. Another advantage DeFi brings into gaming is the ability of gamers to earn passive income on collectibles or other assets they've already accumulated in the game by staking them to liquidity pools. Agreeing to provide liquidity to an ecosystem is one of the many ways DeFi mechanics reward gamers beyond the methods of traditional, non-blockchain based games. Ladies and gentlemen, I am not exaggerating when I tell you just how impactful this blockchain gaming thing is going to be. People are going to all of a sudden be able to earn $30,000 a year or more through their gameplay. Do you think this will make for a happier society? Most of the reasons why people don't game anymore is they just don't have the time to spend on something that's going to eat up a large chunk of their life that gives them no monetary thing back. You know, a game like Mirandas, you got to spend 2-3 hours on it in a sit down to do something impactful in the game on that playing occasion, right? So if you're spending 60 hours a week at the office and you have a family, you're just not going to have a lot of time for that. So you might not be able to make as much money gaming as you do with the 60-hour week job, but you might weigh, should I take a slightly smaller paycheck to explore this world of gaming? Because guess what? That's where that whole concept of self-monetization through multiple mechanisms comes into play. Because the moment you decide to leave that job and start going full-time into blockchain gaming, you can begin to do other things. You can begin to start streaming on Twitch. You can create your own YouTube channel and simply video record your activities and then monetize that data, monetize that content. Then they also have these social media blockchains coming out like Somi Social, like the new project that's about to launch, Showcase, Hyper, that allows the people on those social media platforms to earn cryptocurrency by being on there. So then you start posting your content on those blockchain social media sites, and all of a sudden you have multiple streams of income, and you might be making as much as you were at that 60-hour week job. And then over the long term, if you really build your business, so to speak, you could even surpass what your wildest dreams could have in store. So why do I think Gala Games is leading the pack amongst all of the other blockchain NFT projects going on right now? Number one, it's because of the amount of games they have in the pipeline. 7 games currently in production. One, which is an incredibly entertaining game called Townstar that doesn't get enough attention and is already earning people all over the world income. That's playable now. And I can't overstate how significant it is that they have a browser game like this that is available now. But Mirandas has so much hype that it overshadows the existing game. Also, everything Gala Games sells in their store sells out within 30 seconds and then is triple the cost on OpenSea. That shows the level of interest. Also, when I look around at the other gaming companies, only Axie Infinity, could you possibly argue to me, is at a point right now where they might be on the exact same level as Gala Games. When you look at a project like Super Farm, they have a higher market cap than Gala Games right now without a working game. When you look at the leadership on the Gala Games team, these are people who have led gaming companies in the traditional gaming environment, are super well connected in the gaming circles, and their team is vast, right? Why would Super Farm have a higher market cap than them? It just doesn't make sense. Gala Games has all the partnerships. They have the attention of the Flare Network. They have the attention of Polygon. They have they have people knocking on their door. So ladies and gentlemen, I think the Gala token is one in which is definitely a top 5 cryptocurrency for the long term, because we all know that right now we are in a bull market and every project has the capability of pumping. But how many of the projects pumping today will still have value in 5 years, 10 years, or 20 years? The aspect of longevity is what makes it so attractive of an investment for me, that is Gala Games, because I look at probability. And every cryptocurrency has a probability of success and a probability of failure, okay? When you look at DeFi and decentralized exchanges, there is so much competition. Number one, there's less competition in the NFT gaming sector, because within the NFT protocols, not all of them are true gaming. Some of them are focused, like Rarible. I don't consider Rarible at all a gaming protocol. It's an NFT protocol. So within the NFT market segment, you have the gaming niche, and it is so cost prohibitive to actually try to make a AAA game. It's not something that a small team can easily do. It costs a lot of money to make these games. It takes a lot of manpower and expertise to make great immersive games. Gala Games has the people in place to get that done. They already have 7 games in the pipeline that are about to be produced, are already playable. So the only thing that would make them fail, in my opinion, is if all 7 of the games totally bomb, which I don't see how that could happen. These guys have the right people in place. So because of all the things I've said, I am so bullish on Gala Games as a project I'm comfortable with owning now and not having to stress out about, oh no, when's the time to sell? When's the time to sell? I want to make sure I don't go through a bear market. I need to sell at the top. I don't think about that with Gala Games, because I believe they're going to be here 50 years from now. And any cryptocurrency project that is here today, if they're still here in 50 years, the token is going to be worth so much more, it will blow your mind. So I'm going to sit back with my legs up, collect my Gala token, and just wait for the day that they're a household name and you're playing Gala Games products on Xbox and PlayStation, because that day will come. All right, guys, you know the drill. If you didn't do it already, tap subscribe. Hit that thumbs up button, because likes are what spread this content around YouTube, and we'll catch you on the next video.